It is Halloween 2025. I've booked a room at a supposed haunted bed and breakfast. I've never been there before. I'm excited to check it out, and I thought I'd take you along with me. So let's go. There's nothing I love more than staying somewhere that claims to be haunted to see what might happen. This year I marked another place off my list, and it happened to be Halloween night. This episode takes us to Watauga, Oklahoma, to stay at the Noble House Bed and Breakfast, rumored and reported to be haunted. Let's go find out. Watauga is approximately an hour and 15 minutes northwest of Oklahoma City. Watauga is the county seat of Blaine County, and in my opinion, they have one of the prettiest county courthouses in Oklahoma. Watauga originated as part of the former Cheyenne and Arapaho reservation lands. The area opened for non-Indian settlement via the land run of April 19, 1892. The town was named after Arapaho chief Watauga, whose name meant Black Coyote. The Noble House was built in 1912 as a boarding house, and later the building was added onto, which doubled its size in 1937 when it became a hotel. Each of the 6 rooms are named after prominent citizens of Watauga. My room was number 6 for Ernest or Ernie Hobrick. When the Japanese attacked Pearl Harbor on December 7, 1941, Ernest Hobrick was working as a young reporter for the United Press, one of the major American news agencies at the time, which would later become United Press International. Ernie was part of the United Press Honolulu Bureau, stationed in Hawaii, responsible for covering Pacific military and political news before the U.S. entered World War II. On the morning of the attack, Ernie and other journalists scrambled to report the bombing in real time. Hobrick helped file the first wire reports from Hawaii back to the mainland U.S., describing the attack on American naval and air forces. Ernie's eyewitness accounts were among the earliest American news coverage of the attack. Ernie served as UPI's bureau chief in Tokyo, Japan during and after World War II. I asked at check-in if there were other guests going to be staying at the hotel, and I was told that 2 other rooms were rented. She didn't tell me which rooms, and I didn't have any idea who would be staying. So this is my room number 6. It's a beautiful bedspread. Pretty, pretty. This is inspired by his Japanese travels. His name's Ernie. I'll put his last name on the screen because I can't remember. Love the tile. Look at that tub. Yay. I don't know if I'll be able to figure that all out, but I'm going to try. Looks like fun. If you get the other room, that's the family suite over there. If you have kids staying with you. Ow! There's a bed there. Oh my gosh. I have this in my house, love. and tranquility. I have 2 more. I don't remember what they were. I do not have the good luck though. I may have to look for that. I'll have to show you these at my house when I get home. See, I told you I had these at my house. It's a nice little suite. Just me staying here. Not sure what the view is. Probably nothing. That's from when he died. It says Ernest Hobrecht, a popular novelist in occupied Japan, is dead at 81. All right, so this is where I will be staying tonight. In the Noble House in Watauga, Oklahoma. I'm going to enjoy the tub later. That's my room. Look at their cute little Japanese decor in the cabinet below the TV. Is that for a sake set? How cute. Number 4, Clarence Nash, Donald Duck. Clarence smoked in Loretta Bill's Knack Burger. A lot of these old hardwood floors. Apparently there's 3 other people. Gene Wheeler, I saw him in the cemetery today, I thought. Dr. Teresa Tyler. I love these hardwood floors. Yeah, I think there's 2 other guests staying, so I'm not alone in the hotel tonight. Little common area. Oh, there's a microwave, coffee, refrigerator, freezer. Oh, it would help if I unlocked it. I had drove by this building and I immediately thought that building's haunted. It looks crazy. I didn't realize it was their middle school. And I was saying, if you've got ghosts, call me, I'll come back. Ghosts, I will come back. Call me. Kids are out trick-or-treating tonight. Nice little outdoor seating area. There's an old hearse over there.
They're steep.
I will say one of the things I experienced here is when I'd go down the stairs, it sounded like somebody was following me down the stairs. And when I went up the stairs, it also sounded like somebody was following me up the stairs. I'm just chalking that up as old historic floors, creepy old building. But I did talk to a gentleman the next day that was one of the couples that stayed, and he said he was going up and he stopped on the stairs and it sounded like his footsteps continued past him. So I don't know. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. You have to love where you're staying. There are 3 hearses. A funeral home LLC. Cool. Nice. Hi, stray kitty. Oh, he does not want to be involved. This building's for sale. Cool. Across from the Noble Hotel, New Deal artwork, the oil on canvas mural entitled Roman Nose Canyon. It was completed by Edith Mayer in 1941 and installed in the post office lobby across the street, where it is still viewable today. This looks like my sheets and pillows. We are eating in the dining room in the morning. When I came back from dinner, I was trying to get in my room and I was having difficulty. I only had 2 keys, one that went to the main door downstairs so I could come and go as I pleased, and then one to my room. And it was like they didn't want me back in my room. My pillow I brought with you. It's the same pattern, isn't it? Look at this gorgeous hardwood floor. So around 11:45, I heard a woman and man having a loud conversation behind that door. I just assumed it was one of the couples staying for the night. I figured it was none of my business, so I turned up the ceiling fan and just minded my own business. I found out in the morning from the owner that no one had stayed in that adjoining room. So I'm not sure who I was hearing having a conversation. I was still wide awake watching YouTube videos when I heard weird noises and footsteps in the hallway at 12:17 a.m. and 12:50 a.m. Yes, I was taking notes. That's what a good investigator does. The strangest thing happened at 1:30 a.m. when it sounded like someone slammed door number 5 across the hall from me, causing my door to loudly shake and vibrate. It was very odd. That's the last thing I remember happening before I drifted off to sleep. I learned in the morning from the owner no one had stayed in room number 5. I met the other couples and found out one couple stayed in room number 1 and the other couple stayed in room number 3, so total opposite end of the hallway from me. The couple that stayed in room number 3 said it sounded like somebody pushed their door shut to make sure it was closed. They didn't tell me what time that happened, but that's what they reported in their room.
Well, I survived my night at the Noble House in Watauga, Oklahoma. I survived.
Now time for breakfast, and they even have a menu so you can choose your options. Would I stay at the Noble House again? A resounding yes. The owners were nice, lovely location, that hot tub was amazing, and the breakfast was delicious. Next time I'll have to try the omelet. The couple that stayed in room number 1 stated they located a Ouija board in their room in a cabinet and they had played around with it while they were there. The owner was unaware of the Ouija board being left behind by another guest. I'm thinking maybe another paranormal team may have left it there. Who knows? It's a game board once made by Parker Brothers and now by Hasbro. My personal opinion only is Ouija boards are another tool to try and communicate with those on the other side. With investigating, I believe it all comes down to your intentions. Are your intentions good and pure, or do you want to connect with unhappy, evil spirits? I firmly believe people find what they are looking for. If you choose to use one, do so with caution. Personally, I don't use them on investigations. I feel there is too much room for error with someone inadvertently pushing the planchette either on purpose or accident. Let me know if you've ever messed with a Ouija board or if you would if given the chance. I'm curious what you think. Where else did I go while I was in and around Watauga? You'll have to subscribe and come back to find out. Until next time, bye for now.